What is going on, everybody? It's your boy, The Huff. Do me a teeny tiny favor before this video gets into it. I promise we're going to jump right into it. It's going to be a value-packed video, and you're going to love it, right? We have a goal at Sales Talk Uncensored to hit 100 subs. Super small number, right? Just 100 subs. But we need your help. So do me a teeny tiny favor and hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to our channel so we can hit 100 subs. That'd be super awesome, guys. Enjoy the podcast. To record on this computer, recording. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Alrighty. Wow, what is going on? Sales Talk Uncensored. It's your boys. Hashtag The Huff. Do me a favor, drop a hashtag The Huff in the comments if you are watching this. I have something very special for you guys. A lot of you guys know that The Huff, he works out a little bit. He does. And a lot of people ask me, well, hey man, how do you get the results working out? And it's because I'm connected with some super, super awesome people that know what they're talking about. And I have one of those guys actually here today. So it is IFBB Pro Bodybuilder, LeLand DeVaughn. And the dude is kick-ass. I've been connected with him, man, what, 5 years now, right?
Yeah, about 5 years.
Yeah, like way before like anything. I remember sitting on the train way back in the day, going from Maryland to Virginia and exchanging Facebook messages with you. And like, hey man, like, can I help you with your social media marketing? I see you doing training thing online and talking way back then. So we have him here, and he's gonna tell us about some of his awesome success, and then give you guys some absolutely killer tips on how to get in the best shape of your life. So stick around to the very end. You'll want to hear these tips. So tell us about yourself, like where you're from, pretty much basic, like, hey guys, my name's Leland. Let's go.
Gotcha. So again, I'm Leland, from Cincinnati, Ohio, born and raised. So of course, Midwest. I'm not a Bengals fan.
I don't think anyone is. Maybe
military veteran. Military veteran, infantry, of course, combat veteran, 2011. Spent almost 5 years in service before being medically retired. So at that point, had to start just making a difference as far as my life. I've been into fitness since, I started working out at 13. Started training at 17, so 12 years now. I've been doing that. And I've been in sports since I was 4. I played football at the age of 4, so consistently I played 22 years straight of football before I started hanging it up for good. And then bodybuilding found me toward the tail end of my football career. And at that point, it was a matter of figuring out life after the Army and trying to go from there, still chasing that passion, wanting to be in shape, wanting to help people, wanting to continue to be a leader, and figuring out what realm I can do that in. I've done strength conditioning at the high school level. I took my alma mater from 5-5 to 9-1 just by changing the entire strength conditioning program. I was 22 when I did that, so that was actually pretty remarkable. That was my first time. Yeah. It was my first time doing that on a larger platform. I have a lot of my education came from ISSA as far as my associates and 8 certifications. I have my bachelor's in sports management from American Military University.
Okay, so a lot of people actually don't realize that I had my ISSA certification. Very first product I ever sold was in 2003 on Bodybuilder.com. I'm 16 years old, and I built up this reputation as a 200-pound 16-year-old. And hey, can I get some help? Yeah, absolutely. So I sat down, I was hustling programs, and it's just a weird connection to bodybuilding. And a lot of people don't realize that I have that connection, I have that passion. My first big sales breakthrough was at LA Fitness. First product I ever sold online was actually a supplement that I made in my kitchen. Have you ever seen Bigger, Stronger, Faster?
Yep.
Oh yeah, so that came out, and I seen, hey, wait a second, they're making a supplement in their kitchen. Why the hell can't I? So next thing you know, I'm online, I'm ordering all these bulk chemicals, and I'm going down to the Container Store and printing off this god-awful label, like it's black and white label on just sticky paper. But I sold it. It's the first product I ever sold on Facebook back in 2008, 2009, which is nuts. So I love bodybuilding. Back in high school, I had dreams of being Mr. Olympia, like through and through. Like I love bodybuilding. And something that's awesome about bodybuilding is just the pure determination that it takes. It's discipline. It's just insanity. Like, has that always been to you? Is that kind of from the Army? Where does that come from?
It's before the Army. So I was raised in a single family household, my mom and my sister. So from the get-go, I had to learn how to survive. I had to learn how to be mentally tough. Like I said, I'm from Cincinnati. It's no fairy tale. You know me. I'm transparent. I won't lie. to get any kind of clout. That's not me. So,
Actually, that's what drew me to you was how honest and transparent you were back in the day when you had the Universe post. You remember those?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, love them. Thanks, man.
Yeah. So I'm from, like I said, I'm from Cincinnati. So I'm from the hood. You know, when you ever seen your first 48 on Cincinnati episodes, that's where I'm from. So I had to learn that toughness was just, you know, from there, growing up, seeing dead bodies in my backyard when I was 11, you know, having to literally fight my way to make sure, you know, things happen.
Seeing dead bodies in your background at 11?
Yeah, at 11.
That is crazy. What happened there? Like, someone just got shot up or just kind of fell on me? Kitty Cat wants to join us too if you don't know.
It was a shooting. It was a shooting. But that toughness, that discipline and whatnot was also my mom, you know, watching her provide for me and my sister on her own, just giving us whatever she could as far as showing us that making a way. I used to catch the bus to football practice at 8 years old, the city bus.
That's insane. I remember playing football in D.C. So right when I moved to D.C., I was walking around and I'm sitting down and you know, this is when I'm huge into bodybuilding. I'm like 260 pounds. You know, my shoulder's all torn up. And I'm like, hey, I need something to keep me in shape. So I was actually looking for a softball team or something, right? And I'm walking down U Street, and sure as shit, like these coaches from this football teams, they stop me. They're like, hey, you're a big guy. You ever play football? I'm like, you know, back in high school, they're like, well, you want to try it? I'm like, sure. So, you know, I'm 22, 23 at this time, and I remember taking like my big ass shoulder blades and helmets and having to take the bus and stuff, and that was hell. And you're doing that at 8 years old?
Yeah, 8. So we had practice in Bond Hill. So I used to have to get on the bus with my equipment. My mom was at work, so I would get on the bus, get dropped off at the right place as long as I remember where to get off at, and then she picked me up from practice. And my sister was doing city transportation at 5 years old, man. 5 years old, we would get on the city transportation by ourselves.
So you're kind of like me. You kind of had a shitty upbringing. You were kind of brought up to be a survivor. Look, man, like I got to do this. It don't matter if I like it or not. I got to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say it was shitty. There's no losses in life for me. It's all lessons. So, I mean, it was a matter of just
quotation, finger marks, right? Shitty. The average person will look at us and be like, hey, man, you had a shitty life. And I'm sitting there looking at you like, hey, man, you're average. Like, I'm pretty happy with your life and the way you developed me.
But so to get back on, but that discipline and whatnot it was built from there. I had to, and then obviously with sports, you know, I was a 4-sport athlete in high school, you know, and then, you know, a lot of people don't know that my freshman year, I wasn't able to play football because I had probation. I got some running in the law my 8th grade year that summer going into my freshman year. So I had probation. My GPA was a 2.7, which was terrible to me because I had to miss school due to counseling and probation. So I was pissed that I couldn't play football. But I ended up turning that around, graduated with 3.7, you know. So that discipline right there, just in that 4 years, just changed who I was. So my outlook on life had to change. It was either that or face 5 years of DUI, was a juvenile prison, rather. So it was either stay out of trouble or get locked up. Those are the only options I had from the judge. So that is just kind of ingrained in me. Then college football, then going into the Army, it just stuck with me. So everywhere I went, it was just discipline, head down.
Yeah, it's been high discipline, like insane discipline.
Yeah, block the world out and just handle business.
Absolutely. So on my podcast, I like interviewing successful people. That's why people that watch my podcast, they know that I've had copywriters on here, you know, very successful copywriters with Oscar. I've had $1 million real estate professionals with Dan Puzz. I've had just phenoms on here. I've had UFC Hall of Famer Ken Shamrock on here, which I'm actually releasing that episode coming up. So I like hearing about success, and that's actually one of the reasons why I wanted to get you on here is just because of how driven you are and the fact that, hey, you are an IFBB pro bodybuilder. Like, that's my dream growing up. So the amount of discipline and just everything to hit that success mark, like, it's insane. Like, tell us the story of what it takes and what it took you to go from, you know, hey, I'm medically discharged from the Army to, man, I'm up on stage in posing trunks and a front double bicep winning my IFBB pro card.
So let's get the front end of the story. I actually was getting ready for NFL Combine in 2014 when my first show happened. I had a guy I give props to all the time, J.R. McKinney's on my page.
That's like right when we were connected, 2014.
Yeah.
Like, wow, I didn't realize that. That's insane. Like, you're big. You were already big.
I was only 160 then.
How tall are you, though?
Huh?
How tall are you?
5'6".
Okay.
Yeah. So JR kept telling me to get on stage, and I was like, I don't know what the hell that is. I'm getting ready for the combine. I'm just
like
working.
a Ronnie Coleman story, man. You know that?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
Ronnie
know, right?
Coleman's beginning story.
So I got on. So I did the combine in Indy at the Indianapolis Coast facility, and the week later was a show, Kentucky Derby. Brent Jones hosts Kentucky Derby, Kentucky Muscle. So I got some board shorts, did a posing clinic, got on stage, just collegiate physique and novice physique, got like third and first or some shit like that. And I'm backstage, and they were like putting glow on my traps, and they were like, "Well, why you got these traps? You're not doing bodybuilding." I was like, "Well, I'm just fucking here. I don't know."
Yeah. So I remember my very first post on Bodybuilder.com was, "Hey guys," and this is this is like way back in 2000 or something, 2001. Like I was super young. I was 13, 14 years old. But it was, "Hey, I want to hop up on stage and I want to look good, but I don't want to be overly muscular like those other guys. Like, what class is that?" And now, you know, it's switched over to bodybuilding and stuff. And now it's like I sit down and I look back and it's like, wow, you know, they actually might compete in physique. Like that's the future goal that I want.
Mm-hmm. So I was doing physique that day just because somebody told me to get on stage. Had no idea. Did one posing clinic. Didn't know how to do shit.
Did you even do a contest prep, or did you just kind of walk in there like, hey, like
Nah, man.
Hey.
Listen. So this is what it was. So I was getting ready for the combine.
Yeah.
Right. So I had just began training at LA Fitness and in Louisville on Preston Highway. And the GM was like, "Man, I know the owner of the show, the promoter." He's like, "I'm bringing him here." I said, "I don't want to do this shit." He brings in Brent to the gym. And when Brent comes to the gym, he's like, "Pull your shirt up, let me see your abs." I was like, "For what?" He said it again. So I was like, "Okay, whatever." Showed him my abs. He said, "I got a show coming up in 2 weeks. Do the show." I was like, "Well, I got the NFL Combine next week." He was like, "Just do the show. Just get on stage. I promise you'll place well." So I did the combine, got the board shorts, got a tan for some damn reason. I was like, "I'm black. Why do I need a tan?" Like I was clueless. I was clueless all of this.
It's those lights, man. Those lights will turn you white in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So whites will get you looking like me.
Got on stage, did physique, and I was like, "Man, this is boring." Like I'm pretty muscular. Why am I only doing 3 poses? So he had a show, Kentucky Muscle, which is in the fall, same promoter. I moved back to Cincinnati, did Kentucky Muscle, did bodybuilding. So in bodybuilding, I got third in novice. And I was like, damn, I got third, and I didn't even try. I was eating half-ass diet. I was eating steak and shake, training my football guys, working at LA Fitness. I did like a little bit of posing to Lee Labrada on YouTube in my living room, got on stage, got third place. I was like, well, if I got third place without trying, what the hell happens if I actually try a diet and actually train a little harder? So the next year, in 15, I did Cincinnati Natural and Cincinnati Monster Mash. And I got Cincinnati Natural in April. I got first in welterweight, and I lost the overall to forgot his name. He's a good bodybuilder, to a heavyweight guy. And then my back and hamstrings were lacking. So I did 6 weeks post-show. I did only 6 weeks of training. I did 3 days a week, only back and legs on the same day for 3 days a week. I put twitches on my legs in that 6 week time frame. Did the same show in the fall.
Dude,
after my cousin. Yeah, so my cousin that got killed in the middle of me prepping for that show, I wasn't going to do it. My wife at the time had lost her father, so we drove down to Tennessee to see him. And I said, I'm not going to do the show. I shit my diet. I was eating Five Guys. I came back that same week. I was like, I'm going to do the show still anyway. Did the show, won the overall as a 156, won overall in Cincinnati Monster Mash. And then I got a coach after that. I got with Dan Saxton, moved to Carolina. Did I won Europa at middleweight. I won my middleweight class there, barely made the cutoff. I went to Miami for the first time as a national pro qualifier. Didn't make my weight class, so I was 184-pound light heavyweight. Got 9th out of 34, I think. Did Vegas the following year as a middleweight, but then I dieted hard and lost a lot of my legs because I didn't want to miss weight. And at that point, I was gonna hang it up. In 2017, I got 4th middleweights at Vegas at USA's. I said I'm gonna hang it up for a while. It's been exhausting financially and everything, family and all of that.
Yeah, it's definitely not a cheap hobby, that's for sure.
January 2018, I was on Instagram. And Blue Taylor, I saw a lot of his clients. I saw Dwayne Camina. He just got 10th at the Olympia last year in 212. I saw him blow up from a damn welterweight to a pro working with Blue, and his legs were huge. All the Blue clients were huge legs, and I just needed legs. That was it. I just needed, not that my legs were bad, they just to sweep itself. So I messaged Blue on Instagram. I said, I just want to give you props. Your clients are good. You know, he messaged me back, and he was like, hey, I saw you at USA last year. With the right coach, you'll turn pro. I said, well, I'm not competing this year. I said, I hang it up. I'm not competing this year. I want to take a few years off. He said, do USA. I promise you, you'll turn pro. I was in the middle of moving to Georgia. I was like, okay, I'll do it. So we got ready to do USA. I was in the middle of moving, working at Lifetime, and then I was still getting transitioned to that position there. So I said, I can't do USA. Let's do Miami instead. So we had a longer window. Worked with Blue just last year. Went down to Miami. In between that, though, my house got broken into. I was going through, my relationship issues, pending divorce and all of that. Stress, depression, work.
Your entire bodybuilding career is just like I'm sitting here listening, and you're telling me how you went through like a bunch of deaths, divorces, moves, ate like shit on your diet, the whole nine, and like dude, that is just insane. Like the average healthy person with sound mindset would have thrown in the hatch. Like, look, this contest prep shit's like bad enough, and you went through hell, and you kept pushing through. Like that's insane skill.
The last 6 weeks of prep, Blue's great, man. He's a great guy. And I was telling him what was going on week to week, just with my life in general. He's like, man, look, anybody else would have quit by now. And it was just tough. So, but I'd already said I was going to go to Miami. And I said that whether I turned pro or not, I was going to be done with bodybuilding for about 2 or 3 years after Miami last year. He said, let's just finish this prep out. You'll make weight. I flew to Miami, and I flew out at like 179. I got off the plane at 181, and I was pissed. So he said, go work out. I had to make 176. He said, go work out. You'll be fine. I was 181. I said, fuck. So I had to go buy a scale. Had to get a lift to go to Walgreens to buy a scale from a hotel. Had to take the scale back to the gym because there was nowhere to calibrate it inside of the hotel. So then I calibrated it in Miami by myself and shit. Telling Blue like the scale is good to go. I was like, my weight is up. So we're kind of just like over the rest of the day trying to figure out, what to do.
Oh, was this before or after you cut out the sodium and you cut out the water?
No, we don't. So Blue done. We don't cut sodium. Okay. We didn't cut sodium. We didn't cut water. Even when I prep myself, I didn't cut sodium. I'm big on it for reasons. It helps with a lot of things, a lot of good vital things that comes from sodium.
Well, sodium's fantastic. A lot of people, when they work out hard, there's another online guru, I can't remember his name, but he's talking about how when people work out hard, they think it's lactic acid. And for most people, especially if they're dieting and they clean up their diet, it's actually lack of sodium. Like sodium is so needed. Yep,
they need sodium for kidney function, body fat, water, all of that. But people don't. If you don't have any high blood pressure issues, you shouldn't be reducing sodium. But anywho, so he said let's do a gallon of water. I was like, man, I'm just getting more and more weight as time go by. So then finally we stopped water at like 6 p.m. I told him like my weight was still, I was at 184. This is the day before weigh-ins. So I got to make 176 and a quarter for weigh-ins. I was 184. All right. So he said, just relax. You'll make weight. I promise. Just get some sleep. And then overnight, we did some things. And finally, like as I woke up in the morning, I was still 5 pounds overweight in the morning of weigh-ins. So hour by hour, my weight was going down by a pound. So I didn't eat from 6 p.m. that day until after weigh-ins. I made weigh-ins. I was good to go. Once I knew I made weigh-ins, I knew I was turning pro. And that's just, you seen me, I'm just super confident. All I knew was I needed to make weight, I'll turn pro. And there it was. I got back up to 184 after I made weigh-ins and got on stage.
So you were on stage at 184?
Yeah, I was on stage at 184 as a middleweight. Of course, you had guys that were supposed to turn pro, and everybody in the boards was saying, well, this guy's going to turn pro, that guy's going to turn pro. I'm like, look, guys, I'm right here. I'm pretty sure I'm going to turn pro. Like, whatever. I forgot to mention, before Miami, I walked into the Lee Haney Classic down in Atlanta, Georgia. No prep, nothing. Walked in at 180, just got on the scale, no manipulation, threw a home tan on, 186 as a light heavyweight. In my pictures, my eyes are closed. I'm like unenthused and everything. I knew I was going to win the show.
You're just like,
hey, I know I was going to win the show.
That's one another championship. That's one another trophy.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to win the show, whatever. So I won the Lee Haney overall, 186. The judges
that's a huge competition for the viewers out there. A lot of people out there, they're probably not familiar with bodybuilding and fan like I am. But Lee Haney is one of the all-time greats. It's only Ronnie Coleman that hasn't beat. And did Phil Heath beat his record yet or no?
Same amount. We both have 8.
Same amount. Okay, yeah. So Lee Haney and especially Lee Haney Classic is just a phenomenal contest. And to go in there dead cold and win is just fucking it's mind-blowing. It really is.
So I won that show, went to Miami. Everybody was coining all these other guys to turn pro to middleweight, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have something to say about it. The judges that told me only thing I needed to do from Lee Haney was to smile and make sure my beard was lined up. That was it. It was nothing about my physique. So I was like, okay, I'll remember to smile on stage. So I'm out there in Miami. I'm on stage. I'm smiling like shit. I'm excited, and all these guys are yapping like, I'm going to turn pro, I'm going to turn pro. And after we get off stage, the first call outs, they're all talking amongst each other like, yeah, I think I got first, I think I got second. And I was like, hey guys, I was like, I didn't move. I was like, I didn't move. So,
everyone was comparing or was being compared to you. And
yeah, so me and this other guy, another veteran as well, me and him turned pro. He beat me by a point, so he got first place, I got second. But nonetheless, the task was done, the stress was over, the liberation was over, or so I thought. And then went back home, life happened after that. And now I'm a pro. Gotta put my size back on because I lost a lot of weight. I lost about 30 pounds due to stress and suicidal stuff after the show, believe it or not. Yeah. So now I'm in Texas now. I actually got picked up by Gas just 2 days ago. No one knows that yet, so this is like my first time on social media announcing it.
What was that? You got picked up by who? Okay, what's that?
The clothing line.
Okay,
Branch Warren. Yeah, so not good sparring.
Mr. Quadzilla himself.
Yeah, I know, right? So,
they're nuts.
So, I trained out
here. At Metroflex? I know I've seen that he stopped by Metroflex. Does he still train there?
He does sometimes, but he's at Destination a lot too when he's here, which is where I train at now. Okay. So Destination is the home of also Better Bodies clothing line and Gas body line as well.
That's a good network you got around you then. Like down there, it's like insane. You got Branch Warren, you got Ronnie Coleman, you got like a bunch of just people that I grew up in, and I'm like, wow, these guys are amazing. You got the Phil Heath Classic down here. You got Europa down here, which I won Europa in Carolina before. So and Europa is another big show too. To the listeners out there and viewers, like Europa is a huge show.
Man, look, Ed Parizzo in 2016 ran backstage to ask me who the hell I was in between posing because I was posing so damn well. I shit you not. And that's the owner of Europa.
That's insane.
And now here I am, getting ready to get ready to put my size back on before I start deciding to debut. Some of the judges and my coach want me to do classic physique for debut. I don't want to. I want to do 212, but we'll see. See what happens.
212 at 5'6", and especially with your shape, is absolutely insane. So we talked about the bodybuilding, talked about kind of your upbringing and the success that you have. And when I asked you, like, hey man, you want to hop on my podcast and get some eyes on your direction and give some tips to my viewers and stuff, I didn't think I'd hear the story. Like your story is just insane, like absolutely insane. So what are you doing now, like for work and stuff, and for keeping the living going, apart from bodybuilding? I mean, because bodybuilding kind of early on, like it's not a super lucrative career, right?
No, that's not. No, hell no. My passion is really in building leaders. That's what I love, and I love motivating people. I've actually got to start doing a lot more motivational speaking. Eric Thomas comments on some of my posts from here time to time. Okay. But right now I'm at LA Fitness as the director. I've been with them years ago before, so I'm back here right now with them as a trainer.
That's what I got my sales career like years ago. I was promoted to assistant membership marketing director. I think my 4th or 5th week with the company.
Yeah, pretty good.
Fantastic opportunity, like super lucrative opportunity.
Yeah, so I'm with them right now, but I also have my online coaching that I do as well. And then other than that, it's really around. It's all around fitness, but I'm kind of trying to veer off to somewhere else. That way, I'm not chasing my passion for a paycheck and doing it, quote unquote, on the side, so I can put all of my effort into it, as opposed to like me. I don't want to always be in the gym and try to manage like my workouts and then also selling fitness side of a gym setting. Because life is fast now, and not everybody's going to want that in person. It's harder. It is, because virtual coaching is kind of taking over a bit, and which is I started online coaching before it became a fad. Then I got into bodybuilding, and then
I remember that, like back in 2015, 2016, like craziness.
And then when I got into bodybuilding, I saw that everybody was a damn online coach. And I was like, well, shit. I was like, well, let's just water the damn shit down because everybody was a coach. You got some muscles, you're a coach. I got into online coaching after I spent 6 years in person training before I decided to do online. Now today you got people getting a certification and they're online coach. So they're not putting the work in.
Not at all. So let me ask you, man, with my network and stuff, we got some busy sales professionals, people that are grinding hard nonstop from wake up to sleep, right? What are some tips that you have for like the busy sales professionals trying to not maybe look like you and I, but he's trying to get a little bit healthier. He's trying to put on maybe 10 pounds of muscle, maybe lose 15 pounds of fat.
First thing that I would say is not to stress it, because people that are just general fitness folks, they think that I just told you my diet was all over the place at times. They think that it has to be 100% to look to even look decent for the beach, for a vacation, for a wedding, for something. And it doesn't have to be. like precision nutrition always goes by the 80-20% rule. Okay. And that's not 80% nutrition, 20% workout, none of that. Just like 80% of consistency with diet throughout the week will get you better results. What I tell folks all the time that are busy is if you try to go to 100% on diet, you're not gonna succeed. It's stressful as hell.
Crash, yeah.
I don't do it. I don't do it. So
you're a pro. You get paid to.
Yeah, like so you can't go try to go 100% all the time because you're gonna miss. So if your time is busy, if you got clients back to back to back, if you got appointments to go to, just prep 2 to 3 good meals and then have that fourth one be whatever it is. If you got a meeting, a big dinner or something like with a team or whatever, go have that and enjoy it without guilt.
What about like protein shakes and supplements and stuff, meal replacements?
You can go with that, but I would rather do like a food shake. If so, if you're gonna make a shake, put a protein.
Some steak and some potatoes in a blender.
Nah, not a chicken shake. No.
I've heard of people doing that. You ever done that? I never had the balls to do it. I heard of a guy doing tuna way back in the years on forums. I'm like, are you back?
Yeah, they used to. The closest I think was put oats. I will not put any kind of solid meats into a shake. I can't do it.
Oats don't do bad. I've tried oats.
So if you want to make that first meal pretty large, obviously. So if it's got to be a shake, just make it of whole foods. Whether it be oats, fruits, egg whites, or eggs, and some protein and a little bit of water. So that way you got a solid shake then, and then just prep out your protein amounts throughout the rest of the day for 2 to 3 more meals and have at it. And don't worry about, I got to eat 2 more healthy meals at the end of my day. Just if you have 3 good meals throughout the day and that 4th is going to be what it is, that's fine. And then working out, I have clients who are referees, like pro referees as well around the country. And what I tell them a lot is, hey, you got to travel, you're in a hotel, just make the best selection, that you can. Or if you got to stop and go to and get like a small sample pack of a protein powder, go buy it. But don't stress out about prepping all the damn time because it's monotonous. It's challenging for people that do this for a living as well. So I can only imagine for the average person how challenging it could be. And what happens to them is their mental toughness, and there's no knock to anyone, but their mental toughness isn't as strong and they get defeated when they don't hit their target meals.
Oh, you can knock people all you want. Like I got no issue saying there's a lot of average motherfuckers out there. There's average motherfuckers watching this right now, and that's why we're bringing this information because I don't like average people. And I want to do everything in my power to level people up.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, but just don't even buy. Like if you miss a meal, fine. If you eat bad, fine. Just don't make it a day-to-day habit. Your body's not going to shift overnight because you ate bad. It's mostly probably going to be water, and you can piss that away. It's okay. Yeah. That's probably the biggest thing for people I like dealing with folks that are usually busy because life is busy now.
Oh, yeah.
And that busy self-professional is going to be more relatable to myself and understand like, hey, look, if I'm telling you out of my own mouth, this is me, that my schedule doesn't always dictate or allow for me to eat every single meal on the clock, around the clock, all the time. And I have a burger and fries here. A few hours ago, I had burgers and fries.
You're a PTD, right, at LA Fitness?
Well, I was supposed to be, but in HR because I left before, so there was other issues. Okay. So I'm acting APTD.
So a lot of people they're hearing this and seeing the LA Fitness and stuff and thinking, oh, okay, well he's a trainer. But here's what they're not realizing is in your position, you're actually the salesperson for the trainers.
Yes.
So that's what people aren't realizing. So not only is he a super busy professional bodybuilder, has that stuff going on, but he's also a sales professional himself going in there and grinding it out.
Right. So let's speak on sales real quick, because obviously that's what you do, right? So I was at Lifetime, which is a much greater company in LA.
Yep.
Lifetime.
I'm very familiar with Lifetime. I have a couple friends over there.
I was a TDM there. And sales was predominantly my responsibility as a TDM because my job was to make sure my trainers were gainfully employed with, whether it be with appointments or me giving them clients that I sold, one of the two, and teaching them how to actually build their business and learn how to sell better from me. Now in sales, it's different numbers, but my highest closing month was 62%, August 2018. My average closing rate was 33%. Okay. I had guys on my team writing 40K easily. All right. So we were busy as shit at Lifetime with 15,000 member base on the average, about 3,000 check-ins a day. And I'm going through about 6-7 appointments a day and still training, eating 7 meals a day, 7,000 calories a day, and still doing cardio for 50 minutes twice a day. So
that is nuts, man. Like that's like 3 hours eating right there. Like most people, that amount of food is gonna be like a full-time job, the whole 9.
Yeah.
So with the busy sales professionals, I'm talking like real estate and car sales and stuff like that, right? What do you recommend for like the most effective workout? Look, hey, I want to lose 15 pounds of body fat right now, right? Get a little bit more trimmed up. What can I do right now?
So here's what I do. And here's what I did years ago. 3 days a week in the gym. No more. 3 days a week in the gym. You see results outside of the gym. Get you a leg day, a push, and a pull. Don't do isolation training. If you are a general fitness person or average person, there's no reason to be doing an arm day, a chest day, a shoulder day. The only thing you need to separate by itself is legs. Everything else, place it together. Okay?
What do you mean separating legs by itself?
Because legs is the largest body part, of course. So
What do you mean like having its own day as the split type thing? Okay.
Its own day.
Oh,
so,
yeah, you mentioned push, pull, leg. Okay. Yeah, that's my fault, yeah.
It's okay. So legs on Monday, and then probably Wednesday do like a push, and then the reason I wouldn't do a pull on that second day is because your posterior chain is probably already taxed, which is the back area, obviously from legs. So that area is probably mostly taxed. So I would do push on my second day and then pull on my third day. Take that break, go back in it, and then just try to get your nutrition in as comfortable as possible, around 80% each day. Cardio, 2 days a week, 3 days a week, depending on your goals. But for the person that's busy, 3 days a week in the gym is going to be more than enough. An hour in the gym is only not even 1% of your week.
Oh, not even like then, and that's awesome, man. That is absolutely awesome. So where can people find you if they want to follow you and be like, hey, man, like this, like I love his story. His story is so motivational. Like I need his help. How can people get a hold of you? So
on Facebook, as you see here, LeLand DeVaughn, not the Incredible Bulk anymore. It's not on there. Facebook took it away from me. But LeLand DeVaughn, and then on Instagram, it's actually changed. So it's swag, SWAGG 21_IFBB Pro. LinkedIn at LeLand DeVaughn as well.
I think you changed that.
Yeah, they maybe
the IFBB in there.
LA Fitness maybe change it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it makes sense because John I's over there. Yeah.
No. I have my training stuff on there. Not on Instagram though, but on Facebook. So they may be HR. Yeah.
That sucks. That really sucks.
And then also let's see, LinkedIn, LeLand DeVaughn, and then my YouTube channel, which is not up right now. It's not active. Hasn't been active in a few years. But those are the 3 places you can find me at.
Awesome. I like it. Well, thank you for jumping on here. Like I said, your story is absolutely amazing. If you, like people watching right now, right? If you want some help and if you guys want some tips and stuff, and if you guys want like just to be in the best shape of your life, follow LeLand. Reach out to him. Talk to him like super personal person. Like I said, way before his life blew up and way before my life blew up, you know, it's kind of funny. I think I was mentioning this the other day when we were talking, like, hey, you know, like we knew each other before like life got crazy, and like we look back and life's crazy for both of us. Like I'm on a podcast with a salt shaker in my hand, you know, just pure craziness. So, but check him out, right? Follow him, reach out to him because he's a killer guy, like absolutely awesome guy. And yeah, check out Sales Talk Uncensored. Check out the blog. Also check out Auto Sales Secrets, the Facebook group if you are in automotive sales. If you're not in automotive sales, if you're in sales and you want help with your sales and closing, still check out Auto Sales Secrets. Got any last words, LeLand?
No, man, just go have at it. Make sure you guys full focus on your schedule. Obviously, make sure if your business isn't booming, get your physical together first. They see you working out, right? So if your physical health is in shape, your mental health should be in shape. If your mental shape is good to go, you have more clarity at work, you can close more deals.
I like that. That's something not a lot of people bring up. Well, guys, that's it. Check out the next episode. And like I said, watch out for Ken Shamrock coming up. That will probably be the very, very next episode I release. All right, guys. Deuces.